Hello, I am Izzy Noodles and welcome to a brand new walkthrough, Jungle Ruins. I gave you the choice of the original or the next generation version, and you lovely people voted for the next generation version. So here it is. Also, we get a special appearance from Gregory the Native right there. And this is such a super long flyby that I will wait to the end to show you the results of the voting. Now, the votes were actually pretty crazy. The first few votes were for original, so I assumed the original was surely going to be the winner. And then all the votes were going to next generation, and it became pretty unanimous. But the last few stragglers all chose original, but next gen still won, I'm afraid. So no matter, I didn't mind which one I played. But for now, we'll sit back and enjoy the rest of the flyby. Okay, so there weren't many votes at all, not a problem. Some people, I'm sure, really didn't mind which one won, so it really didn't matter that there weren't many votes, because there was a clear winner anyway, and let's get on with it. So basically, you start at the top of a waterfall, and we need to pull a switch that's just behind that pillar there. But we have to go all the way down to come back up again. And there is a fish in the water, so you can shoot it from up here. Sometimes it's a bit too far away and you don't get the opportunity to shoot it. There we go. And in the water there is a current that will take you down. And there is the door that the lever will open. So let's climb out and get climbing. What? Come on, Lara, we're off to a bad start already. Okay, so just climb the blocks and jump to here, and from here you actually want to shimmy along here. So I tend to do a side jump, but you can ignore that space altogether and just jump straight to here. Grab the edge, and once you're around the corner, just climb up and then jump back. There we go. From here we actually want to head over to there, but I'm just gonna jump down and grab a secret. So the levels only have one secret per level, which I find a bit distressing because I love the secrets. I do indeed. So over in the corner there is what looks exactly like a desert eagle. But unfortunately it's not a desert eagle, it's called a revolver. Still pretty epic though. So this secret of the level is in the bag. Okay, so hop to here and to here. And if you didn't shoot the fish, now is the opportunity to do that, even though you actually do not have to. Okay, and now just run and jump to here. And in my voting video, I mentioned before that I'd started playing the original version and I had a bug and I couldn't continue. In the original, you cannot stand on this tile, it is a slope. So to grab that ladder, you actually have to stand on the safe spot and just jump to it like so. And she would grab the ladder but wouldn't get her footing, and she just wouldn't shimmy around. So that right there and then stopped me from being able to play the game. So if that doesn't happen again, I would like to do a live stream of the original version, and I will put a link to that in the description so you can head over to Twitch and see that. But I very much doubt that by the time this part 1 is uploaded, I don't think there will be a link there yet. But by the time the last part is uploaded, I'm quite certain I will have gotten round to doing a live stream of the original version. So just keep coming and checking, seeing if there is a link prepared. That was quite an interesting bug. I think I was a bit too high up. Okie dokie, so once you've gone as far as you can go, just slide and grab the edge and shimmy along one tile space. From here you want to climb up and then jump and hop back. And here is the lever. Super duper. So before I hop into the water, there are some flares over the way, so I will just go and grab them. Didn't really need to press the walk button so soon. So you just want to jump over to here. You can easily stand on here. Okie dokie, so now just straight in the water. And head on through. Spin. There we go. So head to the right, and we want to go through there. But firstly, there are just some flares on here. And I like to have my weapons ready because there is a fish. Yeah, I knew it was going to get me the moment I was about to land. Go away! Leave me alone. Okay. Not too bad. But in this entire game, it really doesn't matter about your health. It is so easy for this entire game not to use any med packs. But anyway, in this little cubby, there is a shotgun. Okay, so in this corner here, this is actually the only spot where you can climb out. Whoop. Oh, I'm in the water. Actually, you can climb out here because you can stand here. That's a thing. So I'm just going to show you over in this corner. Gosh darn, Lara. There is a keyhole and a gate and a kitty. Okay, so that gate is the end of the level, so we need a key for that. So just be aware that once we've got what we need, that's the end of the level, and we will have to come back to this location. But for now, you want to not necessarily hop in the water, but you want to follow the river along. I will come across on the top here. Whoops! Wrong button. I keep sprinting when I want to walk. And I'm lost. There I am. Gonna hop out again. Okay. I didn't even want to walk, I've just realised I wanted to crouch. But there is a healing plant. This is a large med pack. So you also get healing herbs, which look like little clovers, a group of little clovers. So that would be a small med pack. So, from the top of the waterfall, the destination is down. Okie dokie, and now just follow this river along. And you can see up there, there is a key. That is not the key to the end of the level. And you actually can't climb out of the river. You have to get to certain parts to be able to climb out. So we have to follow it along for now. I just want to point out that that is not a door, it's actually a block that can only be moved from the other side. So keep following the river. And when you get to the end, you will have a left or a right option, but the right is actually closed off for now. So you can only go left. Here we go, taking a left. And just mind the spike traps there and there. A lot of the spike traps actually activate when you're not too close to them, so that's actually very helpful in assisting you avoid the spike traps. Also, I'm going to point out this gate. You can be on the other side of that gate, you can get there, but this gate never opens and I have no idea why. It's craziness. But anyway, follow along and up the ladder. So right here you want to be careful of the edges because you can slide straight back into the water and you can only get out on the left or the right. So in here we have a cage that can be pulled out. A skull cage is what I most likely refer to them to. You can pull that out, but I won't do it now because the only thing in there is a trapdoor that's currently closed. Also later on you can move the cage through there, but you can't just yet. The door is closed. But we can get in there. We can come through this way. You can't bring the cage around here, there's too many slopey bits. But what we can do now is pull this. This is the only thing we can do for now. Okay, so that's opened a trapdoor in all the grass. Very well hidden trapdoor. And just follow it along. At the end is the block that we can pull out. So this is like the underwater block. There we go, so it's shown that we've given access to an underwater lever. And we're going to pull that right now. Just gotta get there. So head straight back out the way we came over here. And from here you want to jump into the river. Whoops. And head around to the right hand side. The lever is literally right here. Okay, so that trapdoor we've just opened is actually at the end of the river on the right hand side. So we can now go that way. So basically, that's where I'm going. Here we go. So the spikes in the middle of the room are quite obvious. Be careful of them, and you've got a lever at the far end. And it's not showing us what that's done, but we can clearly see that this block is now raised. So just climb on up, and again up to here. To the left there are some more flares. And from here you'll want to hop to the other side. And head on to the right into this high crawl space. Now don't forget, with a lot of higher crawl spaces you may need to press the crouch button to climb into them. She doesn't always like to climb up. And at the end she won't roll out because this gap is a little too small. So just turn around and climb on out. Okie dokie. So here you can see there is a keyhole. Once we find the key and use it, that will raise the platform there so we can continue along into what I really feel as though I want to call the treetops, but those aren't trees. But that is what we are going to currently do. We're going to get the key. So hop down. Oh, come on. And you want to follow the river to the edge. Don't be in the river. Don't follow it in the river. Follow it to the side. And there are a couple of tigers. Whoop. Don't give me no bother. They're usually pretty easy to kill. Anyway, continue along, and here is the key. This is the silver key. Also, just a little further around, there is a healing herb. And a few slopes that I'm struggling to navigate. It's right here in this grass. So that is a small med pack. Gosh darn, Laura. Okay. So now we're going back to use that key straight away. Bloody slopes. Hokey pokey. And considering we only picked up a key, that is some epic music. So now jump to here, grab in the air, and we can now reach these high ledges. And I'll jump to here, and I'm just going to point out that door across the way. We're not going there yet, that's for later, but I'm just pointing it out. Now over to here. And I'm just going to take a detour over here to grab some flares, so these aren't very important at all. Also, I recommend trying to get them from this side, because if you slide down the slopes you will just slide all the way down. Okie dokie. Continue along, and now we're going to run and jump to here is music. And if you look, you can just stand on the other side of this pillar. So I'm going to run and jump to there. Careful not to veer around too soon because she will bounce off the pillar. Struggling to concentrate on this music. Up to here, and here you want to grab in the air so she slidles into that gap. A slidle is when you fling your arms out, so you slide into a gap. That is a slidle. Hop over here. This is so epic. And now we're going to jump over to that side, and you do want to be on this slightly higher point here. And we've got a lever here that we can pull, which will trigger more music. There we go, that's the end of that one, finally. Now let's have some more. So it's a lot calmer. But that's shown as the skull cage, so that has implied that we can now go through that trapdoor. That trapdoor is just opened. So you want to hop back into the water. I tend to hop in over here because around the other side there are just a few slopes by the rivers that you can potentially land on and kill yourself. Lara will go crunch. You don't want that. So it's just more of a clearer opening further away. So yet again, come to the end of the river. This time take a left, because we know we've already been there. So we know to take a left. Okay, so coming through here again. Follow this. Up the ladder. Okay. Through this way. And here we are. So just pull out this. Okie dokie. Come on in and down through the trapdoor that we've just opened. And just so you know, this actually looks like it's really low down. It's actually not. You've got steps right here leading to that. That is not low down. I'm just quickly gonna come here to grab a small med pack. Just be careful here because it's dark and there is a gap. And also careful here on Lara's right hand side. To her right now, there is a slope, so just be careful of that. So I'm just going to run and jump over to this central part. Standing jump to here, and here we go. Healing herb / small med pack. So just here, grab your arms, fling your arms out so she doesn't bang her head. Come on down, and there is a door. We are not going to open that door right now. You can just see in the corner there is a switch. We're going to pull that. And this opens a different door. So this flyby is kind of showing us how to get up to the door it's about to show us. There it is. Okay, so now we're heading straight there. So hop on out. You do have to jump over the skeleton because he is definitely in the way. So come out this way, the way we entered. And slopes. We originally came from that way, down that pit. We climbed the ladder and came out, but now we want to come over here. And just be careful, reminder that there are slopes that lead straight back into the water. Okay, so climb the block, and here you have to jump to grab this ledge. If you press action, she just won't grab it. So jump and grab, and shimmy along to this spot. And from here, you want to maybe save in case you miss the jump. Okay, and you want to jump over to that flat part. So it can be a little tedious. Also, you can jump straight forward, but just be aware that they are slopey, so you may need to veer to one side very quick and jump to there, which is where I'm going. There we go. And there's the door that opened, but firstly, I'm just gonna come around the side to grab some shotgun shells. Okay, and now I'm heading for the door. Hokey pokey, come on down. You got a high drop here, so you might want to grab the ledge, but you don't lose that much health, even if you don't grab. So don't be afraid. Or, well, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't worry is probably what I'm trying to say. If you don't grab the ledge and she takes a little more damage, it doesn't matter about medpacks at all in this game. But anyway, that gate, I pointed that out earlier, that's the one that does not open. Just pointing it out. Also, in the dark corner, there is a healing plant. I was going to call it a health plant. I suppose technically it is a health plant. And now we're going to come around here and use the zip line. Okie dokie. So also, we've actually just been up this area. Down below was the lever and the gate. The lever is what opened the door to get here. Okie dokie. And now just jump to here. And here we have a block here. And an odd tile there. And an odd tile there. And a block here. So we are just going to introduce all of these elements to each other and see what happens. And it is a pretty long-winded process to pull these blocks because you keep having to go all the way around. Kinda irritating. So now we can see that clearly that gate will open. Tomb Raider logic says that if you do something and it shows you something but nothing has happened, that means you need to do something else. And then something will happen. Oh crikey, so we finally got that gate open. So now, whoop. Now let's hop on down. So to the right, there is, what is there? That is a healing herb. Would you climb up? Okie pokey. And on the opposite side, there are some shotgun shells. No, come on. Whoop. So also, you may have noticed that there are many dart traps in here. But they don't really poison you like the other Tomb Raider games. But anyway, I didn't even say what I was doing. I went to the pedestal and picked up a gold key. And this flyby is going to show us what to do with the gold key. There we go, that's where we're going to use it. We have found the end of level key. Just need to get there. So, hop on out. Okay. And now that gate is open here, we can pull this skull cage. So you want to put it through the gate and then push it all the way along to the odd tile. Okay, now shove it all the way along. Okay. So this trapdoor here is now open. And at the top, it doesn't matter which side you hop off the ladder, but I recommend the left simply because the exit is on this side. Here it is. Whoop. Okay, so we've got another zip line, but before I use that, I'm just going to take a detour for another med pack. So the best way to do this is be all the way to the wall and then just run forward. That is the easiest way to get down here because you can easily overshoot this ledge. But from here, jump to here, and now to here. There is a hidden ledge under the... I was going to say canopy. Is that the word? Is that more for a fabric canopy? I don't know. But anyway, now just come back. You have to jump to be able to grab this. You can't just grab. And over to here. And to here. And back at the zip line. Whee! Okay. So grab this ledge and shimmy around to get by this boulder. Or what is it? A block? I want to say boulder. It's not a Tomb Raider boulder, but in real life it could be called a boulder. Okay, come all the way over here. And you can see a ladder here. At the top there is a closed trapdoor. So just hop down for now. And we want to come in here. Just push the cage to get in. Push. There we go. And there is someone trapped in this room. Who could possibly be trapped in here? It's Gregory the native. He got himself stuck. So if you just come up to him, just simply do a roll. He is so happy that we let him out that he's going to open that trapdoor for us. Thanks, Greg. Okie dokie, so climb on up. So when you reach the top, you just want to flip back and come to the left. Be careful of any slopes that might make you fall. You don't want to fall because you'll end up in the river. So hop to here, and now I recommend just turning for this in case you mess up. You want to slide backwards and grab. Okie dokie. Now follow the river. Not much of a river here, but we are back at a familiar spot. So just climb out, and this is the end. So here we go. Keyhole. Place the gold key. Or use it, rather. And this is it. The gate is open, and this is the end of the level. So I'm glad you, well, I hope you've enjoyed your choice of Jungle Ruins. And I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys.